Welcome everybody to another episode of This Week in Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm your host Dylan from the Buddy Force here, and I've got no one else with me this week. People were having technical difficulties and had stuff coming up, but I totally understand. So we're gonna be riding solo this week, but don't worry because we're still gonna have some fun reading over the news. First thing we're going to start off with is Lightning Overdrive Reveal Week. I guess we don't really need to talk about this too much, but it was basically on the 17th of last week, so last Monday, they were saying that they were going to start announcing all the stuff for Lightning Overdrive, and that's the stuff that we're going to be talking about today. One of the things they do show here is that Black Rose Dragon is a Starlight Rare, so that's pretty cool. Case, how's it going, man? Welcome to the stream. So keep in mind, we are going to talk about Lightning Overdrive later on this week. But before that, we got to talk about some Duelist Pack 25. Leerlusk Bird Call got announced. So what? Are Leerlusk just Amazonas in bird cosplay? It's a normal spell card, and you can only activate one card with this card's name per turn. It reads, add to your hand or send to the graveyard one Leerlusk monster from your deck, then you can special summon one Leerlusk monster with a different name from your hand. Honestly, pretty solid card. It searches, it's a foolish burial, and it's special summons. Like, what more can you ask for? This is the card that Ash was built for. It adds to hand, sends from deck to grave, and special summons. So, or I guess it's special summons from your hand. But still, Ash is a card. I assume once Leerlusk starts playing again, or once we start seeing all these new supports for Leerlusk, this is probably the card that you might want to hit with Ash. I'm not too sure. I guess we'll have to find out. Excited for Lightning Overdrive and Speedroid support? Oh, I am too, and we're going to get into that pretty soon. Another thing we got announced is a new Kuribo card. So last week we did get the announcement of the Kuribos from the original Yu-Gi-Oh! Series, which I am super excited for. And now we're getting another Kuribo announced. We don't have the effect yet. It's a level 1 light. That's all we know. And they say it supports the XE summon of number monsters. Now, while I think it's cool that we're getting another Kuribo card, I think it might be a while before we actually get Astral Kuribo in the TCG, mainly because we still have another Kuribo card that we have not gotten yet, and that's Kuribo. I've been waiting for that card for a while. I think it searches Monster Reborn or something like that. I had a deck a long time ago that I played it in on EDO Pro, and we still haven't gotten the card. Okay, what's up next? Ooh, we got some playmat news. TCGEU July 2021 Yu-Gi-Oh! Day playmat. This is for the weekend of July 3rd to 4th. Yu-Gi-Oh! Day will be held in European stores, and it seems the theme of field centers and the playmat will be the new aces, see what they did there, because they're playing cards, of the Playing Card Knights deck. So we're going to see if we can get a closer look at this. The field center is the new Queen's Knight, which looks absolutely sick, and the mat is the new Queen's Knight and the new Joker Knight, which, I mean, come on. This looks sick. This looks absolutely amazing. I want to get my hand on one of these. Okay, we're going to move on to some more DP25 news, and that's the new Speedroid Quick Spell Speedroid Roulette. This card's pretty nutty, and I do love the artwork. Speedroid Roulette Quick Play Spell. You can only activate one card with this card's name per turn. Its effect is discard one card, roll a 6-sided die, and special summon up to 2 Speedroid monsters from your hand and or deck whose total levels exactly equal the result. But their effects are negated. If you cannot, you lose life points equal to the result times 500. Now, At first, I thought this card was super risky, but when you consider the fact that you are special summoning from hand or deck, as long as you're not in like the grind game or like late in the game or in the grind game, you shouldn't really have an issue of summoning out any combination. I guess even it says up to 2 Speedroid monsters, so even if you roll a 3, you're not going to be looking for a 1 and a 2. You're going to just be able to summon out a level 3. So this card, super, super solid. I can't wait to see it in use. Now, we just talked about Winamats. We're going to look at one more. And Yami Merrick got a mat. There will be a Winamat tournament in next weekend's Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG Remote Duel Extravaganza. They had a playmat featuring Yami Merrick and his Egyptian god Slime. Honestly, when I first looked at this, I totally forgot that Egyptian god Slime was a card. I actually thought this was like a Toon Obelisk the Tormentor. The way that it's like, it looks like a chibi version of Obelisk, right? It didn't really look slimy to me. But yeah, I think it's super exciting. I will try to play in the Remote Extravaganza next weekend. But things have been pretty busy for me, and that's something I'm going to talk about near the end of stream. A little bit of good news, a little bit of bad news when it comes to the channel. Okay, we surprisingly, this is going to be a very quick week. I've run through almost all the content in like 6 minutes. Man, I can do this stream really fast if I'm by myself. Well, that's good to know. We've got the complete card list for Duelist Pack 25, so we're going to quickly go through this now. Keep in mind, this is the OCG build, or this is the OCG card list. Some things may change at like the names and stuff like that, and then also some of the reprints when it comes over to the TCG. So we're going to take a quick look through here. Got Clearwing Synchro Dragon, Speedroid Party Horn Kid, Magic Hound, High Speedroid Cork Blaster, Crystal Clearwing Synchro Dragon, High Speedroid Clearwing Rider. Then we got Speedroid Roulette, Duplicate, Terror Top, Double Yo-Yo, Takatomborg, Red-Eyed Dice, Den Daiko Duke, Horse Stilts, Marble Machine, Card Turbo, High Speedroid Chambara, High Speedroid Kite Drake, Speed Recovery, and Speed Lift for most of the actual Speedroid cards. I am super excited that we are getting a Terror Top reprint and a Takatomborg reprint. Obviously, when they come over here, they're probably just going to be rares, but I know that when this new support comes out, a lot of people are going to want to play this deck, and Terror Top has always been one of those, like, I wouldn't say super expensive cards, but I do remember having to spend like $12 on a super or something like that. Okay, next we got some of the flower cards. We got Sage de Fleur, White Steed of the Floral Knights, Necrosynchron, Baroness de Fleur, Fleurette de Fleur, Synchro Dilemma, Revered Banner of the Revolution, Sorcière de Fleur, Necro Fleur, Noble Knight Jaune, Fleur Synchron, Chevalier de Fleur, Z1. No, Z1 isn't a part of that, I don't think. But we also are getting Z1 and Liberty at last. That's it for the flower cards. I've never actually seen the flower cards like played and in action, so I am interested in seeing what people are going to do with this. Same here, I had no clue that there was a Slime God card. Yeah, did it get released already? I think it got released already. Okay, and lastly, for the Leer Loose cards, we got Barrel Canary, Celeste Wagtail, Ensemble Robin, Prom Thrush, Bird Call, Bird Sanctuary, Birds of a Feather, Cobalt Sparrow, Sapphire Swallow, Turquoise Warbler, Assemble Nightingale, and Recital Starling. So the Cobalt Sparrow and the Sapphire Swallow, they last got reprinted as commons, but I kind of like that we are getting rare reprints just because Tri-Brigades and Bird Up just being decks that a lot of people both want to play and is a surprisingly good deck in the format, so it's going to be nice for people to have another option to get their hands on it. Who knew that by playing max rarity Bird Up, you'd be playing rare Leer Loose cards. Okay, yeah, we've only got about 5 more things to talk about, but all of them are pretty exciting in my opinion. I actually don't know about a couple of these things. I haven't looked at them yet. But one thing that we did talk about last week, and we finally have artwork for it, is the Ippomasquarina products. It looks like we're going to be getting them around November 5th, which, oh my gosh, what's the point in telling us, what is that, 6 months out? That's half a year away. You know, you're just, it sucks that we're going to have to stare at these for half a year and not be able to use them. So, They said that they're going to be releasing a pack of 50 Ippomasquarina card sleeves, an Ippomasquarina card case, a 9-pocket Duelist portfolio, and a game mat. So here's the sleeve. It's the alternate artwork that we haven't gotten. I didn't realize, I'm only noticing this now, is that she's wearing heels, which, that's badass. Riding a motorcycle with heels, that's like straight anime stuff. I need to do this and go back. Okay, there we go. Next, we have the card case. Now, the one thing that a lot of people have talked about, and what I really enjoy about this card case, is that it has both artworks of IP. So on the front, we have the new artwork that everybody was going crazy about, honestly, just like hot girls on motorcycles. But then we have her first artwork on the side, and it looks amazing. I'm also a huge fan of like pinks and purples, so this deck box is everything to me. Super excited about this one as well. And then we got the Duelist portfolio. I wonder if the back looks the same or if the back is just a blown up shot of the original artwork, because I think that'd be pretty boss too. And like I said, huge fan of purples. This is like the tech Tokyo night scene in the back. Oh, these are some really good products, and this is my favorite part of the line. I'm getting my hands on this the second I can. The playmat just looks so sick. Oh, I really hope that Konami starts doing this with a lot of other cards. Just in general, being able to blend different artworks, because there are a lot of cards out right now that have different artworks. Good example being all the Ghost Girls. Everybody loves the Ghost Girls, and we did get some Ash Blossom products before, but all of those were of the new art, and even the playmat was just a zoomed in picture of the new art. And I know a lot of people prefer the original. I prefer the original, so being able to see that Konami is willing to merge card arts into the same product, it would have been nice if we could do the same thing with Ash, but then that opens up the door for other cards in the future. You could see both Ghost Girl arts or both Spooky Dogwood arts, and just any card that has multiple artwork. Could you imagine a really sick playmat with like all the Firewall artworks or all the Decode Talker artworks, even Dark Magician? And I'm excited to see that. I feel like this product opens up a lot of doors for Konami in what they can do with their art, and I'm looking forward to it. But I'm definitely gonna cop one of these once it gets released. So yeah, stay tuned for when these get released, November 5th, 2021. Make sure to check in with your local OTS, or I gotta say it, you can go to fusiongamingonline.com and you will be able to use code BuddyForce5 for 5% off when these come out. Thank you, Fusion Gaming, for being our sponsor. Next up, we've got some more Lightning Overdrive news. This is the world premieres and the imports. So I didn't know about a lot of these, and yeah, this is pretty much going to be my first time reading most of these. So let's go through. We've got Proof of Profless. First of all, adorable art. It's a level 3 Dark Fiend effect monster. Stats are 100/100. And it reads, if you control no special summon monsters, you can special summon this card from your hand. Also, you cannot special summon other monsters for the rest of this turn. You can only use this effect of Proof of Profless once per turn. If this card is normally special summoned, you can, immediately after this effect resolves, tribute summon one monster. Oh! Okay, that's definitely not... I'll be honest, I saw level 3 Dark Fiend. I didn't expect tribute support. So, okay, this card is tribute support. I guess we'll see. I guess I could sort of imagine Monarchs trying to play it, but yeah, okay. Interesting support. I'm going to buy all the IP stuff. She's best card waifu, and I refuse to get the newer. I don't know why, but I'm not a huge fan of it. Hey, that's what I'm saying. And it's like the new artwork of Ash was like the easiest one to get. So I feel like a lot of people are repping it right now. I think I am repping it on. What Ashes do I have in my deck right now? You're making me doubt myself. Yeah, I have Foot Ash in my deck. I'm ashamed. That's okay. Anyways, on to the next card. We got Thrawn of the Discipled Angel. It's a level 4 Earth Fairy effect monster. Okay. Stats are 1500 and 600. If a monster that was originally an Earth Fairy is sent from the hand or field to the graveyard, except during the damage step, you can special summon this card from your hand. Okay. I'm gonna go into ED Pro real quick. What are Earth Fairies? Sorry if I don't know that. Earth Fairies. The Time Lords? No, only one of the Time Lords. Fluffles? Okay. Madolches. The Prediction Princesses. It looks like Fluffles. Fluffles mainly. Um, Fluffles and Madolches. Okay, so, we have some Fluffle Madolche support. Yeah, okay, sure. Yeah. So if you're playing either Madolches or Fluffles and thought, hey, I needed some more bodies on board, I need some more support, there you go. Okay, next card. Ooh, this guy looks interesting. Pen Transaction. Pen Transaction. It's a rank 4 Water Cyber's effect monster. Stats are 2 and 1. It requires 2 level 4 monsters, and it reads, you can detach one material from this card. If you have more cards in your extra deck than your opponents, apply these effects in sequence depending on the difference. 1+, this card gains 1000 attack until the end of your opponent's turn. 5+ is neither player can target this card with card effects until the end of your opponent's turn. 10+ is banish one card your opponent controls. That's a little crazy. And 15+, make your opponent's life points 3000. What? What? Okay, so it is a water Cyber's effect monster, but I do like the fact that it is a level, or it's generic to level 4s. Where do I see that? So the 15+, that's nuts. That's if your opponent doesn't have an extra deck and you do. So I guess speaking of tribute support, rip tribute support. I guess that doesn't even matter because 15+, you'd have to summon out this card. Therefore, you only have 14 pendulums. Oh my god. This card's going to be crazy in pendulums. Basically, if you can go first. No, not if you can go first. That'd be crazy. This is going to be a crazy card if somebody can figure out how to break it, because I believe pendulum cards that go on top of the extra deck count towards that count. Or else they wouldn't have put 15+, because there's no way you're ever going to get 15 or more than 15 cards in your extra deck. So I think it counts pendulum monsters, and that's going to be crazy. Maybe if like your opponent's playing like Dragon Link or something, and you're playing pendulums and you go second, you might be able to make up that difference. But I don't know. I'm excited to see if somebody can break this card or not. Props to anybody who does it. I'm just not a pendulum master like other people claim to be. Next, we've got Expendable Die. Tribute one warrior monster, then target one card on the field, destroy it, and if you do, draw one card. Nice. It's a Leiko Regeki break, but you have to tribute a warrior, and you get to draw a card, so not bad. Terrors of the Underroot. I actually did see this card already. Target up to 5 cards in your opponent's graveyard, and the same number of your opponent's banished cards. Banish those cards from your graveyard, from their graveyard, and if you do, return those banished targets to the graveyard. I don't know how I feel about this card because, I don't know, I feel like most of the times when I feel like your opponent's cards are more valuable in the graveyard than they are banished. I was just trying to think about, like, what decks do you even play this again? And I was thinking, like, you definitely don't want to play this against Eldritch. Even Dinos is a stretch, especially if they've activated Misk. So, yeah, I have no idea. I feel like the only time you'd really want to use this is maybe if your opponent's about to activate a card that targets a card in the graveyard. So you use this card to swap them out so that their other effect fizzles. But that's really the only way that I could see this card being used. I don't know, let me know, is there anywhere that you guys see this card being used, or like which deck would this card be good against? Like I don't know. I'm at a lost for words. I have no idea. Now everybody's least favorite archetype, we've got warrocks. We got more warrock support. I will be honest, I did pick up 3 copies of Warrock Mountain, just in case we got more support and somehow they made the archetype good. I haven't read these. I am assuming the archetype's still not very good. Oh god, everybody's saying pen best deck. Okay, calm down. Okay, so we got Warrock Wento. It's a level 4 Earth Warrior effect monster, stats 18/18. If your Earth Warrior monster battles an opponent's monster during damage calc, you can pay 800 life points. Your battling monster gains 800 attack until the end of this turn. If this card is sent from your monster zone to your GY by an opponent's card effect, you can special summon 1 level 5 or higher Warrock monster from your hand or deck. Okay, I don't know. It's an attack boost. I'm still not a fan of like the whole. This one isn't even destroyed by battle. Wait, weren't the other ones destroyed by battle or card effect, and this one's just card effect? Nah, fam. Nah. It's okay. Next one is Warrock Mahmoud. It is, or is it Mahmud? I'm gonna say it's Mahmoud, even though rock and mud. But anyways, it's a level 5 Earth Warrior effect monster. Stats are 2000, 2000. If you control no monsters or all monsters you control are warrior monsters, you can normal summon this card without tributing. If your Earth Warrior monster battles after damage calc, you can target 1 spell or trap your opponent controls, destroy it, then all Warrock monsters you currently control gain 2000 until the end of your opponent's turn. I don't know. The whole Warrock archetype rubs me the wrong way just because it's all in battle and like you're probably gonna get a bunch of monsters killed. Like this one specifically says after damage calc. Yeah, Warrocks, man. Okay, next card, Warrock Meteoragon. Oh my god, it's a secret rare. We have another secret rare slot taken up by the Warrocks. Okay, level 7 Earth Warrior. It's a 26/26 stat line, and it reads, cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. When an attack is declared involving this card and an opponent's monster, you can negate the effects of that opponent's monster this turn, as well as the activate effects and effects of the field on the field of monsters with the same original name. Once per turn during a battle phase in which your Earth Warrior monster battles, quick effect, you can make all Warrock monsters you currently control gain 200 until the end of your opponent's turn. Also, this card can make up to 2 attacks on monsters during each battle phase this turn. So I guess the negate effect is okay. I don't know how important negating their effects when you're already in battle phase and about to declare attack is. And I don't like, so this one and the last one, it's Warrock monsters you currently control gain 200 attack. What's 200 attack? Like, come on. Are we really talking about 200 attack right now? Like, I felt like they could have just not put anything there and we would have been as happy. Okay, oh god, more. This one's an ultra rare, Warrock Dignity. It's a quick play spell card. You must control a Warrock monster to activate either of these effects. When a monster your opponent controls activates its effect, negate that effect. And during the battle phase, when your opponent activates a spell or trap card or monster effect, negate that effect. Okay, so the spell card, Dignity isn't the worst card ever. It stops evenly, which I guess is cool, but on first look, you think, oh, cool, this card stops evenly. But my deck is a going second deck. So, yeah. How often are people siding in evenly against you? Unless they make you go first, but then what are you going to do going first? You're going to, like, normal summon a monster, set one, pass. Okay, we got another quick play spell card, Warrock Spirit. During the battle phase, target one Warrock monster in your GY, then activate one of these effects. Special summon that target in attack position, but for the rest of the turn, its effects are negated, also it cannot attack directly. Or special summon that target in defense position. Also, the first time each Warrock monster you control would be destroyed by battle, this turn it is not destroyed. The second effect's pretty good. First effect, I haven't really seen anything that leans this deck towards link summoning. So maybe you could summon it out in attack position and then link it away. But then you could also just do that if you special summoned it in defense position too. So yeah, I don't know. I guess unless you specifically needed some like a beater, if you needed a 2K beater, that's the only time that you would use the first effect, in my opinion. So yeah, you can only activate one Warrock Spirit per turn. Oh my god, they got so much support. Warrock Generations. It's a normal trap card. During the battle phase, if your opponent controls more monsters than you do, special summon one Warrock monster from your deck. And if you activated this card during your opponent's turn, for the rest of the turn, while you control the face-up special summon monster, your opponent's monsters cannot attack except to attack that monster. Okay, I guess this one's like better. It's a trap card, which but it does let you special summon a Warrock from deck, and yeah, and then they can only attack the monster that you summon. So it's sort of good, sort of bad. I don't like how all of these have to be activated during the battle phase. Like quick play spell, quick play spell. You know what? If they all had to be activated during the battle phase, why couldn't they have just made all of these quick spells? That would have given the archetype somewhat of an edge. You know what I mean? Like, it would have maybe helped them a little bit. If instead of making these all trap cards, because this is a going second deck, like everything you do is in the battle phase, so why not just give them all quick play spells? You already gave them quick play spells. And then the last one is Warrock Big Blow. It's a normal trap card. During the main phase, if a face-up Warrock monster you control leaves the field by an opponent's card effect, destroy up to 2 cards your opponent controls. So this one actually does activate in the main phase. Leaves the field by opponent's card effect. Oh my god. Yeah. No. I don't like the whole leaves field by opponent's card effect. I'm sorry. I feel like it's too conditional. And then we got the imports here: Diviner of the Herald, Eat of the Sun Magician, Stay Sailor, Romarine, DDD Super Sight King Zero Maxwell, Binary Blader. Ooh, and we got some Sanavalon cards. We got Sanavalon Daphne, Sanavalon Malias, and Sunvine Crossbreed. That's pretty cool. Almost done here. We've got Zexal support in Liuv. Coming up, we've got ZW Pegasus Twin Saber. Stats 1000, 2100. You can only control one ZW Pegasus Twin Saber. If your opponent's LP are at least 2,000 higher than yours, you can special summon this card from your hand. Or you can target one Utopia monster you control, equip this card you control to it as an equip spell that gives it 1,000 attack once per turn. While this card is equipped to a monster, you can negate a monster effect activated on your opponent's field. That's not bad. I mean, that's pretty good. You could special summon it out, then equip it, give the monster 1,000, and then you have the ability to negate a monster effect once per turn. So I'd say that's pretty decent. Then we've got ZS Armored Sage and ZS Ascended Sage. Armed Sage is a level 4 light warrior, stats 3 and 9. If the only monster you control is one level 4 monster not named ZS Armed Sage, you can special summon this card from your hand. A Utopia XYZ monster that was special summoned, or that was summoned using this card on the field as material gains this effect. If this card is XC summoned, you can add one ZW monster from your deck to the hand. You can only use this effect once per turn. And then the level 4 Ascended Sage is 9 and 3. If you control no cards, you could special summon this card from your hand. A Utopia XYZ monster that was summoned using this card on the field as material gains this effect. If this card is XC summoned, you can add 1 rank up magic normal spell from your deck to your hand. You can only use this effect once per turn. I kind of like this. I do. It reminds me of like lefty driver and righty driver. Obviously, the play is Ascended Sage, special summon itself, and then use Arm Sage to special summon it out. And then you make a Utopia that has the abilities to both add a ZW monster and add a rank up normal spell, and none of those detach a material for cost. Those are just on summon. So pretty crazy. I am a fan of those two. Next up, we got Ultimate Dragonic Utopia Ray. It's a rank 5 light warrior XYZ monster. Stats 25 and 2000. Materials are 3 level 5 monsters. This card's name is always treated as number C39 Utopia Ray. So I feel like I've asked this question before, or I've definitely wondered about this question before. Does that mean that you can only play either 3 copies of this or 3 copies of number C39 Utopia Ray, as well as can you only play like 2 and 1 or 1 and 2, like a combination of those, or can you just play 3 and 3? Because I feel like the same thing happened with polymerization and fusion sub. I think it was fusion sub where it said this card is always treated as polymerization, and actually, curiously enough, I'm gonna go into EDO Pro here, and I'll show what I mean. So if we go here and we type in polymerization, add 3 poly, then we go down to fusion sub. Where is it? Come on. No, I'm just gonna look it up. Fusion substitute. So it says this card is always treated as polymerization. I'm clicking and I can't add any. So like this game, like I'm not allowed to add 3 copies of polymerization. So for example, if I take out 1 copy of poly, I can add in 1 copy of fusion sub because it says this card is always treated as polymerization. So no. No 3 and 3. Okay, I'll take your word for it. Yeah, this is an example that I knew about, and I was wondering if it followed suit. Where you can only play 3 copies in combination of either poly or fusion sub. So, okay, on to the next card. We've got oh no, sorry, we didn't even read Ultimate Dragonic Utopia Ray. Once per turn, when a card or effect is activated that targets this card, or when this card is targeted for an attack, quick effect, you can equip 1 ZW monster from your hand or deck to this card as if it were equipped by that monster's effect. Once per turn, you can detach 1 material from this card, then target face-up cards your opponent controls up to the number of ZW monsters equipped to this card, negate their effects. Yeah, I think it's good. You can equip 1 ZW monster from your hand or deck to this card as if it were equipped by that monster's effect. Nice. And then you can target, and then you can negate your opponent's cards based on the number of equips. So, not bad. I'm pretty okay with that. Next up, we've got ZW Dragonic Halberd. It's a level 5 Dark Dragon XYZ effect monster. Stats are 3,000 and 1,200. That's pretty good. 2 level 5 monsters. It's generic. Cannot attack directly. Once per turn, you can detach 1 material from this card, add 1 Zexal spell or trap from your deck to your hand. You can target 1 Utopia monster you control, equip this card to it. It gains 3,000 attack. When the equipped monster destroys a monster by battle, you could special summon to your field any number of ZW monster cards equipped to it. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Nice. Okay, next up we have Rank Up Magic Zexal Force. Target 1 Xyz monster you control, special summon from your extra deck 1 Utopia or 1 ZW monster that is 1 rank higher than that monster you control by using it as material. If you do, take 1 ZW or ZS monster from your deck and place it on top of the deck. This is treated as an Xyz summon, transfer its materials to the summon monster. If your opponent's LP are at least 2,000 higher than yours, you can banish this card from your GY, draw 1 card. Nice, so that's how you're going to get these 2 out most likely, because combined with these monsters here, you can just add this straight to your hand. Sexual Construction. I feel like we've already mentioned these cards, but we'll quickly go over them. Reveal one card in your hand, and if you do, add one of the following cards from your deck to your hand, then shuffle the revealed card into your deck. This searches ZWZS Zexal, rank up magic, and rank down magic cards. Okay, that's a lot of cards. Zexal and Trust, normal spell card. Target one Utopia, ZW, or ZS monster in your GY. Add it to your hand or special summon it. If your opponent's life points are at least 2,000 higher than yours, except the turn this card was sent to the GY, you can banish this card from your GY, then target one Zexal spell or trap in your graveyard, except Zexal in Trust. Add it to your hand. You can only use each effect of Zexal in Trust once per turn. Yeah. It's a Monster Reborn. Or it adds back. Whatever. Yeah. And then I guess it adds back a Zexal spell with trap. So you could use that rank up card twice. Pretty good if you ask me. Zexal Alliance, normal trap card. If a face-up Xyz monster you control is destroyed by battle or an opponent's card effect, pay life points that you only have 10 left. Oh, come on. This isn't real. You're going to have 10 life points? Oh my god. I'm mad because I use a life calc. I use this, and you can only, like, smallest denomination you can go down by is 25. So, if I go up against somebody playing this deck, I'm going to be very annoyed with you. And I'm just going to pretend that you have 25 life points. Sucks. Anyway, special summon a Utopia monster from your graveyard, and if you do, take one card from your deck and place it on top of your deck. That special summoned monster's attack becomes doubled. Also, it cannot be destroyed by battle, except by battle with a number monster, nor by card effects. So you can kaiju it then. Well, if that's what you want, I guess. Anyways, that's it for that. Next up on the Leov schedule, we've got the Amazement theme announced. We've already talked about all these cards, so I'm just going to go over the names. Because obviously the names are a bit different. First, we got Amazement Administrator Arlecchino. Then we got Amazement Attendant Comica, Amazing Time Ticket, Amazement Precious Park. Basically what they did is that, especially for the attraction cards, which we're about to get to, they changed it because in the OCG it was like a weird V. It was like an upside down A. So they just changed it to a regular A. Next, we've got Amazement Family Faces, Amaze Attraction Cyclo Coaster, Amaze Attraction Horror House. I do want to play this deck. I mean, I like the circus idea. I'm not sure exactly how good it's going to be, but it's cute. Next up, we've got Akiza support. Now, this name. Why did they have to change this name, dude? It's awful. You can already see the name here, but we'll get more into it. We got roxrose Dragon, level 3 Dark Tuner effect monster. Its stats are 16 and 12. If this card is normal or special summon, you can add one card that specifically lists Black Rose Dragon in its text from your deck to your hand. So searches. While this card is in your graveyard, if a face-up Rose Dragon monster or Plant Synchro monster you control is destroyed by battle or an opponent's card effect, you can add this card to your hand. You can only use its effects once per turn. So, searches, and it recurs if one of your cards is destroyed. Next, we got Basil Rose Shoot. It's a quick play spell card. Special summon one Rose Dragon monster from your hand or GUI in defense. If this set card is destroyed, you can target one of your Black Rose Dragon or one monster that specifically lists that card in its text. That is banished during your graveyard special. Summon it. Oh my god. Can't believe I had a voice crack on stream. Next, we have Ruddy Rose Witch. So for those of you who don't know, this card's name used to be Bloody Rose Witch and Bloody Rose Dragon. Obviously, that's not the case, and for any of you trying to figure out why did they pick Ruddy, because honestly, Ruddy makes it sound like a boat to me. If somebody said that they summoned out Ruddy Rose, I would think that was like a boat. No cap. No, it's because Ruddy is actually British slang for bloody. So yeah, that's why we have this doo-doo name. Come on. Ruddy Rose Witch. That's what she actually... Oh, you guys can't really see that. I don't know why it's so zoomed in. Jesus. There we go. Yeah. We've already read over these cards before. This card adds in Witch of the Black Rose, which is kind of cool. I need to do this, and then do that, and then do this again. Okay. And then we got Ruddy Rose and Garden Rose Flora. And we're also getting this, which I'm excited about because I like playing Sun Avalon. Hold on. Oops. There we go. Zoom out on this as well. Bephalancer, Banghalancer, Bephalancer the Resurgent. It's our link for 2+ plant monsters. During your main phase, quick effect, you can target one effect monster your opponent controls. Take damage equal to its attack, and if you did take damage, return it to the hand. If this card is in your GY, you can banish 2 or more link monsters from your GY whose combined link rating equals exactly 4. Special summon this card, but banish it when it leaves the field. So, yeah, just felt like I want to say that card again. I'm excited about this one because of Sun Avalon. So, yeah. And that is it, and that's everything that we have for this week. So one thing I want to quickly mention about what's going to be happening. So tomorrow is the Fusion Gaming Remote Duel Tournament. Now, Minsu said last week that I will be hosting it. In between him saying that I was going to host it and tomorrow, I actually was able to book my vaccination for the crush card virus, and it's going to be Monday around noon, and I don't know if I'm going to be developing symptoms or not. So if I don't develop any symptoms, you guys will see me tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time to watch the Fusion Game Remote Duel Tournament. If not, there will be no live stream tomorrow because Minsu's also busy. Although I do want to make a huge thank you out to Minsu just for covering for me for like the last few weeks. For those of you who don't know, I've actually been gone for the last few weeks due to my mom being like really sick. Like she's been going through a lot of medical stuff, so I've been helping her out and stuff like that. So that's why I haven't been around for a while. And yeah, I just wanted to thank Minsu for being able to like pick up on some of the live streams and stuff and do a lot of the work that I normally do for this channel. So thank you, Minsu. Hopefully in a few weeks, I know my mom's like sort of getting better, but hopefully you guys should be seeing more content from us, not only because I'll be able to start doing more for the channel again, but also because with everybody getting vaccinated, you should get vaccinated. Hopefully things will start to open up. You'll be able to see us at locals again, and yeah, just everything will be better soon. Anyways, that's all I had to say. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget, use code BuddyForce5 for 5% off at FusionGamingOnline.com. Links below. Anyways, stay happy, stay healthy.